Welcome back to the OpenAI Associate Developer course. In this session, we're going to explore the presence penalty configuration property of the chat completions API call. This parameter plays a significant role in guiding the AI to generate more diverse and expansive content by encouraging it to introduce new topics and reduce repetition. The presence penalty property adjusts the probability of a token being selected based on whether it has already appeared in the AI's response or not. By setting a positive value for this parameter, you can penalize the AI for using tokens that have already been mentioned, thus encouraging the model to explore new topics and introduce fresh content. Let's break down how the presence penalty works and its impact. 1. Encouraging new topics. The primary purpose of the presence penalty is to reduce the likelihood of repeating the same words or phrases. This is particularly useful in creative writing or brainstorming scenarios where variety and novelty are important. 2. Value range. The presence penalty can be set to a value between -2.0 and 2.0. Positive values, e.g. 0.5, encourage the introduction of new tokens. Higher positive values result in more varied and diverse content. Negative values would do the opposite, making the AI more likely to repeat tokens, which is generally less common in practice. 3. Practical usage. When writing fiction, or when generating new ideas, using a positive presence penalty can help maintain creativity and prevent redundancy. For factual responses, or specific instructions where repetition may be necessary, a lower or negative presence penalty can be useful. However, these lower values are less typical in practice. Let's take a look at how to incorporate the presence penalty property into your OpenAI configuration object. Back in our defs file, we want to add in the presence penalty property. However, we must first remove the top P property to avoid any conflicts between the two. Here's why. If we set our top P to a low number, such as 0.2, the AI will only consider the top 20% of the most likely tokens when generating its responses. The issue here is that we want to encourage creativity with our presence penalty property. So, in this scenario, we don't want to restrict the AI's choices with a constrictive top P value. Once the top P property is no longer in our configuration object, we'll add the presence penalty property to our configuration object and set it to a value of 0.6. By setting the presence penalty to 0.6, we encourage the AI to introduce new topics and reduce repetition. This medium positive value should now result in more diverse and creative outputs. Since we want creative dragon stories, a very creative subject, we want to encourage the AI to introduce new elements and avoid repeating the same dragon details. Now, go ahead and compile and run your application to see the effects the presence penalty property has on your latest dragon story. By adjusting the presence penalty property, you can fine-tune the behavior of the AI to better suit your specific needs, whether that's generating unique story ideas, brainstorming, or avoiding repetitive responses. In summary, the presence penalty property is a great tool to enhance the diversity and creativity of the AI's responses. By setting this property appropriately, you can guide the AI to produce content that is varied and engaging, making your applications more dynamic and interesting. In our upcoming lessons, we'll continue to explore additional properties and techniques to optimize your interactions with the OpenAI Chat Completion API. Stay tuned, and let's continue enhancing our AI-powered applications together.